Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm your host, Josh Nilsson, and you're live with the grit from the pit. And I'm here with McKay Roberts. Where's McKay? McKay!
Hey man, how's it going?
Where you been?
I just got hung up over there.
Oh, well, I'm glad you made it.
It's good to be here.
Rough day?
Great day.
It's only gonna get worse.
Well, glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
All right,
brought your stuff, yeah.
we're good now, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're here with the grit, live from the pit. McKay Roberts, what a pleasure to have the two-time Golden Door Award-winning accountant extraordinaire. You do a little bit of everything.
Hey, I'm jack of all trades, master of none.
Master of some.
A few, maybe.
That's right. Guys, we have McKay, one of our most senior managers, regionals, and senior partners here on the set with us today. He did just shy of $400,000 in revenue in just a couple months this summer, if I'm not mistaken.
It's true. Not quite 400,000, 385, but we'll get past 400,000.
Big numbers guy, huh? It matters.
Close.
But McKay, why don't we just hop right into it? Let's go over these top 10 rookies from this past week. Starting off with a familiar name, this guy, number 10, with $18,400, 15 deals, Jack Fischetti, the Italian. You know,
He's the
last name at least.
He's the real deal, man. I've heard that name a handful of times. He's doing it
It's
out
not
there.
bad. It's not bad.
Coming in number 9 spot with 18 accounts, $20,471 in revenue. Beat his best week. The guy, Reese Gines. Great
Crushing
work,
it.
Reese.
He's been having a great summer. These rookies out here still. We're just getting started. In the number 8 spot, we have with 19 deals, $20,500, Salvatore Sengson, who's been having big day after day. He's getting consistent.
That's how you get in the top 10, I think. You got to do it.
And you would know.
Each day, right?
That's how it works.
Number 7 spot with 17 accounts, $20,742 in revenue. We've got Joseph Greenwood making it happen. Great job, Joseph.
The grass is greener where
You water
Joseph Greenwood is. He's getting deals.
it. Yeah.
That's what everyone
something
is
like
saying.
that.
Number 6 with 24 deals, $23,319 in revenue. Aiden Kritzer in the number 6 spot. Unbelievable work, Aiden.
I know him.
Great guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Number 5 spot, another familiar name, 21 accounts, $23,519. Would you look at that? Exactly $200 ahead of the number 6 spot. The guy, Tyler Brown, been crushing it, having himself a huge summer. Great work, Tyler.
And that's really no surprise. He was, I think, runner-up or did he win? He was one of the top finalists in the Rookie Rodeo pre-summer. So
He's a dog.
yeah, no surprises.
He's a cat.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you prefer.
Whichever one you like.
Guys, in the number 4 spot, 23 accounts, $24,326 in revenue. Matthew Dole, again, another guy having a massive summer. Just those compounding weeks, tallying it up.
Matt, great job. I also know that guy. He was going to come out last year, didn't come out. Made it happen this year.
But he
though.
did it now. So
Now he's doing it.
That's what matters.
Number 3 spot. Great guy. I don't know him personally, but we for sure had our chatter. 19 accounts, $25,278. Brannick Gill, the man, making it happen out in Louisville. He's been crushing it day in and day out. Number 3 spot.
I don't think there's been a week where he hasn't been at least,
He's
at
been up
worst
there.
top 3.
He's a competitor, I'll tell you that much. He wants the number 1 spot
He does.
bad.
There's been some.
We'll see if he gets it.
Some talk there
For sure.
between him and a couple other. I think the other person he was talking to is like a little bit higher up.
I
on
think
that
he
list.
might be. He's still just a little bit above him.
But
It's
that
crazy.
number 2 spot going out to another guy that's been incredibly consistent. 23 deals, 28.6 in revenue. Spencer Catalan, just raking it in. Dude, this guy every single week's crushing it. Hit us with that top spot.
Number 1, y'all know who it is. There's no secrets here. 29 accounts. I don't know how many times he's been back to back. Actually, he got dethroned a couple weeks back.
He did.
Number 1 spot, Jacob Griffith with $32,028. Well on his way to do some crazy things this summer. I can't believe it. That's our number 1 rookie.
And he's at
420 something thousand year to date.
As a rookie.
As a rookie.
What do you think of that?
I think it's insane. The bar gets higher and higher every year. Last summer, we thought Corbin would never be beat. Sure enough, Griff is on pace to beat Corbin. He's at more revenue year to date than Corbin was this same time last year, which says a lot.
Shots fired. That's
crazy thing.
It's just the facts, though, right?
Yeah. Although Corbin's running it back this year in a big way, so we'll see what Griff does next year.
He's pretty good, Corbin.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
He's not bad. McKay, let's give him the top 10 overall rep from this past week.
Starting in the number 10 spot with 28 accounts. These guys are just a whole nother level, man. 28 accounts.
It really is.
38,000 in revenue. We got our guy Adam Clark, also extremely consistent, absolutely murdering it.
Switched from another company, and I think beat his summer
like
in
2
like
weeks,
a couple
right?
weeks. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. The number 9 spot, the captain, 40,200 on 23 deals, Nate Van Dyke. Nate is, I mean, he's always been consistent, but these last few weeks he has been turning up in a huge way. So congratulations, Nate, on the number 9 spot.
Number 8 spot with 35 accounts, $1 shy of 42,000 in revenue. We've got Jacob Slezak making it happen, 40K a week, absolutely massive week. Way to get it done out there.
Things could be worse for Jacob Slezak, that's for sure.
For sure could be.
Moving up next, another one of our most recent Golden Door Award winner, unless Nate Hawley hits it today. 41 deals, 43,000 in revenue. The guy, the Bloodhound, Charles Chucky Mills, coming in number 7. Great work, Chuck.
Number 6 spot, without further ado, congratulations. Hopefully it happens today, if not yesterday.
Hey,
depending on when you watch this.
We'll do 2 takes. Nate, congratulations yesterday for hitting it. We're so proud of you. Or, Nate, you're so close, bud. You're going to get it today, and we could not be more proud of you.
Great work, Nate.
You see your pick.
44 accounts, $49,114 in revenue. Nate, you're having a massive summer. Golden Door by July 18th, July 19th.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's a good summer in my book. Speaking of good summers, the guy we were just talking about, 43 accounts, $54,567 of revenue. 5 spot, Corbin, formerly known as the Groat Hansen. Will we have to reassess that? You're the greatest rookie of all time. That means you're the greatest rookie of all time, but that just might not be the case.
Can there be 2 Groats? Is that a thing?
There's only one of all time.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't work then, man. Just wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to come back to that one.
Corbin, great work. Unbelievable.
Number 4 spot, the guy, 46 accounts, $55,184 in revenue. Brock Grieve, making it happen. I'll tell you a crazy statistic about Brock. This same time last year, Brock was at $400,000 less than what he's currently at. In other words, Brock is beating his previous summer by $400K year to date, which is absolutely insane.
That's some solid improvement.
You thought $400K was a big summer. Brock is doing that plus an additional 400 and something. Crazy.
And he's in the 800s at this point.
Yeah, almost 850, I want to say.
That's insane. Unbelievable work, Brock, on last week and on the summer so far. And here's a guy that is very consistent, but just absolutely popped off this past week with the Big 50 Burger on $60,000 in revenue, almost $61,000. Number 3, Kevin Glenn. That's that guy. You know that guy.
Yeah, that one came out of the works, man.
Yeah.
That one.
He grinds.
Yeah, he's really been turning up. 50K last week, 60K this week.
110K in 2 weeks. That's a great summer for a lot of people.
Does he do 70K this week? Time will tell.
Your stats guy, dude. The numbers would say that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, well,
for sure.
I will just see if it happens.
Yeah, I bet it will.
Number 2 spot, 56 accounts, $60,825 in revenue. Zach Kinzel. Zach's just been making it happen all summer long. No surprise here. Zach, keep up the good work out there, making us all proud.
And he's just right on his way for another Golden Door. Unbelievable work, Zach Kinzel. And dude, this is just ridiculous. The number 1 spot yet again, week after week. Someone's got to knock this guy off, at least on the week. Good luck on the summer. 62 accounts, $75,069. Zachary Seeger, the number 1 spot. And not only did he do $75K this past week in revenue, the guy sold his millionth dollar of revenue on the summer. So Zach, unbelievable work. He did that last summer. I think it was like 1.1 or just over $1 million last summer. And what is he going to finish at this year?
I don't know, man. I've heard murmurings of 1.5. I think that he might just go for the triple Golden Door. You know, a little 1.8, 1.9.
The triple crown.
Never been done, you know.
Sam, if you're
Might make
watching
sense.
this, we need the triple Golden Door award. There's got to be some new level for that. But Zach's hungry and he's far from full. So
Is he better than Drew?
I don't know, dude. That's like the MJ LeBron conversation. A lot of people have. A lot of people wouldn't even agree. That's a conversation. I don't know. Do you think so?
I'll tell you what, dude. The numbers say, interesting story. The same time last year, Seager has $130,000 more revenue than what Drew had by July 15th last year, and more accounts. It's not just contract value. So you can make an argument. You can make a compelling one.
You might get in a fight, but you could
Yeah, I
try,
might.
you could try that argument.
Yeah, I think I could take on Drew.
Guys, that is
Drew?
our top reps. You think you take Drew?
Yeah, let's take
We'll
it.
set it up.
Yeah.
Guys, that was our top overall reps from last week. Congratulations to everyone on those lists. And we're going to give a little review for looking forward towards the you-know-what that is approaching quickly. But we've got our top 10 teams per rep from last week. McKay, why don't you just run through the list with these guys?
Blasting through these. Number 10 spot, the West Coasters, $13,596 per rep. Portland squad, you know who you are. Number 9 spot with $13,739, we got Des Moines. Number 8 with $13,879, Columbus, Holly and the guys. Number 7 spot with $14,718 in per rep revenue, we have Cincinnati. Number 6 spot, making their way, new face in the top 10. With $14,916, we got Kevin Glenn and the troops out in Northern Indy.
He really carried his weight that last week.
They
60K will help.
They could get electric come Rumble time. Jordan Meacham, Matt Duvaloy, they got some heavy hitters out there for sure.
Explosive group, absolutely.
Another steady per rep team, $15,631 per rep. We got this squad out in Tyler, Texas. Number 4 with $15,747 per rep, Jersey North.
You know that place.
I've been there a time or two.
Yeah.
I've sold some of those neighborhoods.
You're banned from a few of those neighborhoods, I heard.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, different story. Number 3 spot with $15,836, we've got White Plains. Number 2 spot, number 2 and 1, it's real close to the top. $16,097, we've got Grand Rapids. And last but not least, leading the company.
And most, in fact.
True. Leading the company in per rep revenue, we've got Louisville with $16,231, absolutely crushing it. Brock, Brannick, we got some heavy hitters out there leading the squad. Good job.
Unbelievable work to those top 10. McKay, it is tight. We've got, 13K, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15. There's like, in some cases, dollars.
It's anyone's game.
And this is just at the top, as you know, in the, you know what?
It rhymes with Bumble,
rep,
right?
It does.
And humble.
Many people are humbled in the you know what.
In the Bumble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's humbling. But guys, anything can happen. A couple people pop off and really carry, distributing the revenue throughout the team. But when you get everybody to come together, that is where people go off and win those rounds in the Rumble.
I've heard that the most talented team usually doesn't win the Rumble.
That's true. I think that sometimes they rest on their laurels and the other teams know that that's not an option for them, and that's when they get into it. So, guys, great work on the top 10 teams from last week. For a new segment, we have the Clutch Players of the Week. The Clutch Players of the Week are the percentage of their sales sold after 8 p.m. in the fourth quarter or clutch or overtime, considered the clutch hours. Hey, watch out.
Oh, he's good.
It's pretty good, dude. These guys.
Really clutch, that one.
Wow, this person that I know is unbelievable. Great work. And they won the Tiger Woods. He's a golfer. I don't know if you heard him. Tiger Woods, he's a golfer. They made a cool shirt about him. He's like an up-and-coming amateur or something. But yeah, so they won the Tiger Woods Clutch Player of the Week shirt last week. And this upcoming week, this current week, is a little guy, Tom Brady.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, the Tom Brady Clutch Player of the Week shirt is legit. I'm trying to find a way to win
You
it
might
somehow.
have to get out there and go make it happen.
Yeah, I might just cheat the system, just to sell the minimum deals all after 8 o'clock, and then I'll just ensure
100% of deals.
Yeah.
It's great.
I think I would win.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But guys, so congratulations to everybody, the clutch players of last week. And moving forward, we have the results almost final from last week. Last week, Hell Week, formerly known as Beat Your Best Week, to win the $500 prize of your choice. And we had, I believe, McKay, 33 official people that beat their best week last week, which is unbelievable, in July. And give or take about 10 more, depending on how many of these deals get actually serviced in the next few days.
It's awesome. Yeah, last week, huge pop in production. Almost every office's per app went up by almost 2,000, which is phenomenal. So great work.
It's amazing.
Hell Week definitely did its job.
Yeah, hell of a week.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what they say.
That's what they are saying.
This week, so guys, hopefully you have seen it. We have the Bloodline competition, rookies and sophomores, org versus org. It's been cutthroat, it's been competitive, there's been chatter, it's been a ton of fun so far. The winners get a Bloodline puffer jacket.
That's right.
And
Highly requested from many.
that's
A
right.
Great puffer. We got winter around the corner. I know that's like hard to believe. It's like 103 right here, and far worse where most of you are in the humidity. But the puffer is going to be great come fall and winter
Oh, it's gonna be needed for sure.
because it does snow here
Yeah.
and
I
in
think,
many
at
places.
least.
Yeah. So the puffer going to be way cool. Way excited.
Not
for
to
that.
mention also chain and pendant, Bloodline branded, should be really cool. So lots on the
So
line.
to be clear, the chain, silver chain, the Bloodline branding is dope. You will, if it's not on here, you'll see it. But these are going to be for the winners of the Bloodline competition.
Every rookie, every sophomore in the winning org will get those prizes.
Some type of an heirloom, some might say. So guys, good luck on that this week. Go for it. This is a chance for the young leaders to absolutely step up, lead those teams, and really like step into these new roles of leadership. And it's super fun to see everybody really getting to that next level. So keep crushing it on the Bloodline this week. McKay, so how many summers have you sold?
5, 6. This is summer number 6.
Is there anything year after year that stands out as kind of a psychotic, crazy, almost scary thing?
Yeah, it just how much better we get every single year. It's crazy. I can't believe it. Every single year. I mean, we talked about it with Corbin. Every year, the reps get better, the rookies get better, the sophomores get better, the pros get better. I cannot believe the kind of numbers that you guys are putting up day in and day out. It's incredible. It shocks me. That's got to be the biggest thing for me. Is just when you think that you've made it, it just gets better.
McKay, what is the time of year where people just lose it?
Usually, like the next couple weeks, like there's this thing at the end of the summer, rhymes with Bumble. I think it's called the Rumble. You've heard of it probably a time or two?
You've heard of it. Can you imagine anybody not knowing about the Rumble?
Heaven forbid that would ever happen.
Damon, we're close enough we can talk about it? Okay. Okay.
It's on the script. I think we can talk
We're just
about
going to
it.
talk about it. Guys, the days are approaching. We're not just talking about the Rumble. We're talking about the fact that the Rumble is approaching. It is on our upcoming timeline of events. This week we have the Bloodline. Next week we have Rumble seeding. Rumble seeding is per team, putting you guys in the different divisions for the heavyweight, middle class, and lightweight divisions. Featherweight,
Lightweight,
whatever you wanna call
tomato.
it. Yeah. So guys, next week is when it really starts. If you do not seed into the upper divisions, you will not win the Rumble, the real Rumble.
As we know it.
As we know it. Which, as we know, is a $50,000 prize to spend on your team, with your team. However, last year, Parker and the gang, Skylar and those guys, they took the squad down to Lake Powell and did all kinds of crazy stuff. So check that video out. It was a riot. But guys, the Rumble is upon us. No games, no jokes. It's the Rumble. And the Rumble is real. The Rumble is where it gets real. I've seen more crazy things in the Rumble than any other competitive thing I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. I'll tell you what, man. We're going to be seeing more deals after 10 p.m. the next couple weeks than we've seen all summer long.
Knocking fresh doors in the AM, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking dark.
Deals at gas stations,
Oh, yeah.
deals at Target. They'll come through. It'll
wild.
happen.
So guys, get prepped, mentally prepare yourself, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and as a team, get ready for the Rumble seeding round that is coming up. Guys, we're going to wrap it up really quick, but we just have a couple quick questions for our guy, McKay, expert salesman, incredible leader, and who's also now been taking a deep dive into a lot of the stats and things that he's working with here at HQ. McKay, you've really gone deep into some of this data. Is there any specific stats or just kind of patterns and trends that you have found that either people are making adjustments and selling more, or things that you've just noticed that are different from years past?
Yeah, two things. First thing I say that's just been shocking to me is how influential the leaders are here at the Grit. It's crazy, whether it's the clutch players, whether it's production on Saturdays, there's the strongest correlation between the leader of the team and the team's production. And so all you guys out there that are working with elite managers and studs, which is essentially every team.
It's everybody. There's not a bad leader out there.
There's not a bad leader out there. We're so lucky to have the leaders that we do here at the Grit because they really do set the pace for the rookies, the sophomores, culturally. It's crazy to see just how strong, that is. And then on that same note, with all the data that we have available now, it's crazy to see, how much we are leveling up in every category. Clutch players, for example, Zach Seeger, to be frank, he was getting kind of shellacked in the clutch player percentage.
Yeah. Great starter.
Great starter. He was hot before 1 p.m., but
fouls out sometimes.
After 8, 9 p.m., he was just not it. Sure enough, we got the data, got it out to him, and in the last 2-3 weeks, he's been number one in the company.
Did 75 grand last week. It's not bad.
He's making it happen.
Thank you, McKay. And one final question for those who it's maybe their first summer with the Grit. Kind of the trend in door-to-door sales is that month after month, kind of there's a little learning curve. May, June, people kind of get going, but July, a lot of people will flatline or typically taper down. That's not really the case of the Grit. We have month over month increase. But for those who are looking at July, August, what advice would you have for them to make these the best months of the summer?
Yeah, way good question. Guys, it's really not about how you start. Especially if you're a rookie, it's all about how you finish. Every year we see it. There's always a handful of rookies that come out of nowhere and they might finish top 5, top 10. And, up to this point, we might have never said your name once in this whole summer. It just doesn't matter. Anyone can decide they're going to turn up and finish strong. So why not you? Make it happen. There's at this point, the craziest thing is the big weeks for rookies at the start of the summer, they're pretty big, yeah. Right? But near the end of the summer, the big weeks that rookies can start to have, they so far make up for the big weeks that you might have not have had the first half of the summer. So truly, it doesn't matter what you've done so far year to date. Any single rookie can literally pop off out of nowhere and make a huge name for themselves the last, 6 weeks of the summer. So make it happen. That's my advice. There's just no reason why you can't turn up.
Love it. And one final thing, this isn't on the list here, but is there anybody that you would like to challenge to turn up, specifically one or two people that come to mind that are ready to take it to the next level?
I'll tell you one. I got one guy out in Providence. My guy Cole Ellsbury. I got two guys. Cole. There's so many names coming to mind right now, but Cole is the first one that came to mind. Number 2 is Miguel Bunting. Migs, you know who you are. It's time to turn up.
There you go. Cole, Migs, get it done. The rest of you, keep crushing it this week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Nilsson.
McKay Roberts.
And you have been live with the Grit from the pit. We'll see you next week. You gotta, after the thing, they always do you gotta make sure the papers are left.
Oh,
nice.
gotta get my papers
lined up. You gotta do
up.
the papers nice, and then you go like this, and then it's pretend you're saying something important.
Hey man, it's good, man.
Yeah, hey, that was really good. Good job.